The Most High said, hearken unto me. See, Yahuah's one channel is not saying hearken unto me. This is where people get it twisted. The Most High say, hearken unto me, all you who know righteousness. Now, there will be a few that operate in wisdom. They will have enough wisdom to get from point A to point B. And they're going to eventually get into the hands of the Most High and have understanding in the works of the Most High. Most people don't have understanding in the works of the Most High. See, I'm reading this and I understand the deepness of it. Because I see unlearned people, arrogant, cocky, in the land of Babylon, act like they drop a comment, an arrogant comment in the comment section, and they think they've done something. We looking at them like the ignorance of our people. Yes, they call on God. Yes, they call on Christ. Yes, they're following a ABC government group. But they're going to come with their sarcastic comments. The Most High says, he has a controversy with all flesh and will execute judgment upon all who despise him. Okay. Know and understand, whether you believe it or not, someone randomly just clicked on this video and trying to be nosy. Know and understand, he got a problem with you. Know and understand, he got a problem with me. Why? I'm in the flesh. We haven't been sprinkled with clean water in the wilderness. He's going to do something about this with a few. Most of the people, he will continue to have a problem, a controversy with you. Especially when you claim to be something you're not. Especially when you're leading many astray by proclaiming to be their leader. We have to touch on that. This is heavy today. So he's going to execute his judgment on all that despise him. Now, when you hear Torah come out of Yahuah's one channel, any of Torah, when you hear his word from the prophets come out, and you cringe and you fight against that, come out of her, my people. People hate that. You despise him. We don't have a leader. What do he mean we don't have a leader? See, what do he mean? He can't understand when the scriptures say we don't have a leader. You see, we're going to prove it. When they say stuff like that, because I'm proclaiming the prophets, they're going to say, he's teaching we don't have prophets. What are you trying? Someone came to the channel, and I'm getting these comments left and right. The closer we get to the end, the more these comments seems to come in. Lost. People lost. Just lost. What are you trying to say? We don't have prophets? See? Lost. I ain't saying nothing. They still don't get it. I'm proclaiming his word. I ain't saying nothing except that which he put in my mouth, except that which he told me to tell. I ain't saying, again, that's what he told me to tell. I heard this. I heard that. He will execute judgment upon all who despise him. He said, you trying to say there are no prophets? Man, this guy he was like beside himself. He heard something he never heard before. And that's what happened when people click around. They clicking around, clicking here, clicking there. You may hear something, especially on Yahuah's one channel. You click through those videos, you're going to hear something you don't like. Why? It's the word of the Most High. And sometimes that word can be a thick pill for even the most humble-hearted to swallow. Been there, done that. If you hadn't ran across some of the hardest pills of his word to swallow, See, it's not our word. He knows what's best for us. And then those people that have a humble heart, they're going to eventually understand that. And they're going to adjust their life no matter what. This is what humble people will do. They will adjust their lives to what the Father has spoken, no matter what. Others going to fight and kick against it. You know, like mannish little kids. So the Father has a controversy with all flesh? Yes, he do. Yes. Yeah, he got a controversy with all flesh. Don't believe it? Hosea 4, 1-5. Hear the word of Yahuah. You children of Yasharal. See, for everything, there should be precept. Yahuah brings a charge. Some translation says, Yahuah has a controversy. Yahuah has a problem. Yahuah has an issue against the inhabitants of the land. Why? Why? Why does he have an issue against the inhabitants of the land? One translation says he has brought a case, a legal case against the inhabitants of the land. He put forth a case? Yeah, you're talking about judgment. You're talking about judge, court. You know, we know it as court. I got to go to court. Here's everyone is about to go to the big court, the biggest of the biggest. We're going to see the judge of the judge. This is where all your polices, all your government officials, all of your presidents, everyone will go before this judge in this judgment. So-called judges that's put in place today, they go before this judgment. They're going to be brought low because right now they sit high. They will be brought low. They made them a judge. The power goes to their head. There's something about power. When you, especially when you're not in the Most High, listen carefully. When you get a certain level of power, real power, you have the right to say whether these people go to prison or not. You got the right to say how long they are in prison. And if you want to have pity on someone, you see them, oh, she seemed kind, she seemed nice. You know how we cater to our own kind. Let's be real. We cater to our own kind. It's who we are. Torah teaches us to cater to our own kind. It's in there. It's in us and we don't even know. See, people ain't gonna like stuff like this when they hear stuff. We cater to our own. Sure we do. He told us how to be toward the brethren. He told us, this is your brethren. This is one of Yasharal. We had to be kinder. We had to be more favorable. We had to be kind to the stranger, but more kind to the. We can't charge Yasharal. Can't charge Yasharal interest. What is this? Catering to our kind. But the other nations, oh, you could charge them interest. This food, you don't be messing with this. But this, you can give to them. Catering to your kind. So he brought a charge, a case against the inhabitant. Why? Here's the reason why. There is no truth, no mercy, or knowledge of the Most High in the land. What does this mean? This is where we live, family. We don't have the knowledge they had. We started losing this back in the days of the judges. I will prove it. We got the scripture to prove it. People try to go back to 70 AD. No, you must go back further. And the further back you go, the more righteous the people will become. No knowledge of Yahuah in the land. Now, one translation says no knowledge of Yahuah from personal experiences with him. They don't have any personal experience with him. None whatsoever. Knights with no vision. Who do they have personal experiences from? You know, the imitator, the counterfeiter, the one that there is one that will Be like the Most High, and he will speak unto you, and you will hear his voice. I've heard his voice. You will hear his voice, and you will think, that's the Most High. And it won't be. That will be your enemy. No knowledge, no truth. By swearing and lying, what government today operating according to Torah? Zero, none, no truth, no favor, no knowledge of the Most High. What government has the true knowledge of the Most High? Want to go deeper? What religious organization that's connected to the government have knowledge of the Most High? Is controlled. Your religious institute, Christianity is controlled. And for the life of me, these Hebrew Israelites, they still in Christianity. Controlled. But they run to the channel and act like they got a chip on their shoulder and act like they're just as proud, and they know the truth. Sitting in a land of captivity. By swearing, by lying, by killing, stealing, and committing adultery. These are the things that's going on in the world today. This is why he has a problem, a controversy. This is why judgment has to come forth. Committing adultery. They break all restraints. Anything the Most High say don't do, they break it. They do it. That's what this means. Don't do this. They do it. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Don't give to the rich. Don't give to the rich. Not says Yahuah is one child. That's the Torah. That's the prophets telling us not to give to the rich. You will surely come to poverty. What do? We break all restraints. We do the opposite. That Christian pastor get up there and tell you to give me your money. You open up wide. You give. Your Hebrew Israelite camp say, give me your tithes and offering money. You open up wide. Your mom and pop ministry. Give your offerings to us. People open up their pockets wide. They breaking all restraints. Most High told you not to do this. They break all restraints to have no idea. What does that mean? What does that mean? With bloodshed upon bloodshed. We know this. Wherefore the land will mourn, and everyone who dwells there will waste away with the beasts of the field. Stay in your lands. See where you won't waste away. And the birds of the air. Even the fish of the sea will be taken away. Listen, this is food. They have to be taken away because the Most High going to make sure famine runs through the land. The fish of the sea will be taken away. You ain't going to be fishing. This is your worldwide die-off. Google it. It's been happening since around 2010. The food has been slowly taken away. And people will not see the famine setting in but they getting inklings. You can't get baby formula for your baby. You go to the store, shelves becoming empty. One man just made a video. No meat. None. Zero. No meat. Famine setting in slowly. People don't see it. Put some more food back on the shelf every now and then. Keep doing it. Let it go bare. Put a little bit up there. This is how they do it. Let it go bare. Let some places have food in it. They think everything's okay. Then we're going to let theirs go down a little. And we're going to do it back and forth until one day we're just going to cut them all out. Now, let no man this is why people don't understand Yahuah is one. The voice of Yahuah is one channel. This is why they don't understand. Let no man contend or rebuke another. People make YouTube channels. They call themselves a prophet. They call themselves some type of leader, some type of elder, and all they do is rebuke one another. They come to my channel. They try to rebuke me. Others, people don't know what time it is, family. They don't know what time it is. You got these Hebrew Israelite camp members coming to the channel, listen, regurgitating the lies of their